Howdy. Hello you guys, what is up? So today is going to be a very chill video before Thanksgiving. I have a lot of thoughts. I just got done working out and I went out to dinner, and so I might look a little wild. I already know my makeup looks a little crazy from wearing the mask and stuff. So anyway, this is just going to be a chat. This is going to be a very mental health related video and just a lot of things I've been thinking, and I wanted to make this video after I worked out. So working out normally helps calm me down, but it did not. It made me mad because my dog was in the way, so maybe I should have just done it before. I don't know, but here I am. We're going to talk about some things because I know this year has impacted a lot of people, and I see a lot of my Facebook friends and my real life friends going through a lot, and so I feel like if I make this video, at least people know they're not alone if they feel like they are, and at least you can, relate and know that this year has been really bad for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. But I just want to talk about that, and I'm thinking back to my 2020 resolutions video that I made almost a year ago now, and kind of how things have not gone or how they have gone since then. So we're just gonna jump right into it. If you would like to subscribe, please feel free. I know this is not really like, ooh, amazing, bam, 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 stellar content, but I do feel like this is important, and this is just a very calm video and a safe place on my own channel for me to come and talk about what's going on in life, how I've been feeling, what's been happening this year. Let's jump into it. So I wanted to make this video because I started thinking, oh, there is itching happening on my nose. So I wanted to make this video just because there's been so much on my mind, and sometimes when you talk things out, even if there's no one else around, it's me and a camera right now, if I just talk about things, it at least helps me feel better. I don't like to ask for advice a lot because I don't think anyone has life figured out, so I don't know why I would ask somebody for advice when they don't know the answers either, and we all handle things differently. So sometimes I just like to talk, and maybe me talking about things will help someone out there, and if that happens, and that's amazing. If not, at least you know you are not the only one in the world who has a really sucky life right now, and so hopefully that makes you feel better. First, I'm going to start off by showing off my sweatshirt that says, "We all ugly to somebody, don't trip." So like, don't worry about it, like don't stress about it. We're all ugly. Someone in the world thinks we're ugly, and that's like the worst thing that can happen, so don't worry about it. But I wanted to make this because I have been thinking so hard since I've been unemployed for the past 3 months, and in the state that I live, our unemployment is so messed up. I have gotten none so far. It's been over 3 months now. I've gotten no unemployment. There's people in our state from March that still have not gotten unemployment just because that's how that's going here. So it's definitely been very stressful, and it's given me a lot to think about and to realize. See, I knew I was going to cry. I'm really going to try not to cry because there's no reason to cry. I can do that when I get done here. So, hold on. So, it just has really made me realize, thinking back to my 2020 resolutions video, I don't remember all the things I said, but I do know some, and some of the things I did really try to do, and some I didn't, but this year has really impacted a lot, and it's impacted a lot of people's mental health, and I know it's impacted mine. So, the first thing I want to talk about is therapy. So, in my 2020 video, I talked about going to therapy. I did do that. I went to, oh my goodness, probably 6 or more sessions. Most of those were on the phone because she was an older woman. And so obviously, hello, COVID is happening. She's definitely not someone that wants to get it, and I'm not someone that wants to get it or give it to her. So not that I've had it or that she had it, but just, being safe. So most of it were on the phone. And then she wanted to do this very specific therapy called, I think it was like REM therapy, I believe. But anyway, it had to do with a certain light and, watching this light and talking about things. So, it would like trigger something mentally because there was definitely something that I needed to get off my chest to my parents in order to help me and help them understand what was wrong with me. So I did go into her office a couple times. I think only 2 times I went there. And then I got comfortable enough telling my parents what I needed to tell them. And then kind of after that, I just kind of felt like just not that she is a bad person, because she's amazing, but her therapy style just wasn't for me. I didn't feel like I was being taught any ways to cope with stopping myself from going into a downward spiral, because I know, like, I can feel, most of you can feel, you know, when things start to slip, and then it's very hard sometimes to stop yourself from just snowballing into, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and just like, literally nothing is going good in my life, and I don't know what to do. And so I didn't really know how to stop myself from doing that, and I still really don't. Like, I was actually talking to someone earlier today, like, I don't cope. I don't have a way to cope. I don't know how to cope. I don't even know what that means, really. You know, I just kind of am like, oh, this is happening. This is happening. This is happening. And then I panic for a couple days and something else will happen. Or I just forget about it until it's like midnight and I'm laying there just awake thinking about how, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing in life. But yeah, I did stop going to therapy, and then I was about to get on the search for another, and I lost my job for the second time this year, same company. It was a non-profit, so just a really bad time to work somewhere that relies on donations. I mean, even places that don't rely on donations are not doing well right now, a lot of companies, but definitely not the best time to work at somewhere that relies on money from the public when people are so weary. So they brought me back and then had to let me go again because things started to go down. And then, you know, since then, and the fact that I haven't gotten any money, I have no income for 3 months, is very stressful. And I'm working on getting a job. I've been applying ever since the day that I got laid off, and I'm just hoping that things turn around. But, you know, with that being said, it does cost to go to therapy, and I still live at home. I'm still on my parents' and my dad's insurance, and he has this really awesome deal. Like, he gets this really, really, really good thing through his insurance. They have what's called the CARE program, and so I can go to any therapist or any psychiatrist, psychologist, whoever I want to go to for mental health, counselor, anything, for 5 free visits, and then after that it's only $30. And, you know, $30 is not that much, but when you have no income, it is that much. So I could get a month of free visits, and then, you know, after that, it would be $30 a week. Well, that's like $120 a month, and when you have no income, I can't do that, you know. I have to save that for other things, like taking my dog to the vet, taking me to the doctor, me going to the dermatologist, other things, you know, like that. And I know mental health is just as important as physical health, but I just can't do that right now, and it really sucks that me and a lot of other people are in a position where we have to, you know, do that, and where we have to say, okay, what's more important, like eating or your mental health? You know what really sucks, and it's just kind of like a big circle, a big spiral. It's really hard, and it's hard for a lot of people, and so stop the tears. Stop the tears right now, Kaylin Deanne. And so that brings me to my next point, no income and not knowing how to cope. So whenever I say this, people think like it's funny, but like for me it's not funny because it's been very hurtful to my mental health in the long run. You know what, I'm just gonna cry because I can't stop it. it's already coming. So whenever I was, and I still do this not as much because I don't have any income and I'm trying to be way more responsible financially, but I was someone that would, you know, retail therapy, and like for me that was a real thing. If I could feel me getting sad, you know, I was signed up for all these emails of companies that I loved, and I would just go and be like, okay, I see that, I need that, I don't need that. And I knew at the time I didn't need it, but I also knew at the time it would make me happy to get a package. I also knew that it would make me happy to see this really cute pair of shoes, this awesome pair of shoes, and people, you know, that other people didn't wear, and like that wasn't their style. So like something really cool and different to get in the mail, I knew that would help me. And, you know, this has taught me to like slow down, because since all this hit, I've redone a lot of my room. I'm still working on it. We're gonna paint soon. And so it's taught me to whoa, because I say that because I've gone through my closet, I've gone through all my clothes, I've had to clean, you know, under my bed, my makeup, all this, and there is so much stuff that I've never worn once, still has the tag on it, and when I really sit here and think about it, it makes me so angry with myself. Like, I turn around and I have a rack of shoes on my door. And I have a closet full of shoes, and I can see 6 pair just looking, like just browsing really quick, that I've had for at least 1.5 to 2 years, if not longer. Some of them longer, never have left this house. Some of them still even have the plastic around it from when they came in the mail, and I'm just so angry with myself, you know, now that I have no money. I really don't know how I have any money right now. I was joking and saying that the Lord is putting money in my account, because, like, how do you go 3 months still paying the bills I have to pay? Because I do still pay bills even though I live at home, so it's like, I don't know. And so to see that, like, to just see that there's at least $120 to $200 worth of shoes that have never set foot out of this house, it's upsetting. And so that's taught me to, like, chill. So, like, now I'm trying to play video games more, or create art, or hang out with my dog, and, like, do other things. And it's really hard to go from literally the beginning of this year was so different than the beginning of 2021 is gonna be, you know. This time last year, I was, you know, and maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but, like, I am, because it is what it is, you know. This time last year, I was making quite a bit, you know, for my age anyway, the most money I'd ever made, and I was doing okay, and, like, things were good, and I was in a relationship with someone who was going to be successful. So to be surrounded by all that, and then to go from that to now, you know, income-wise, it was hard. And so this has really taught me that I've got to find other ways to calm down and express myself. And if that means going to the gym and hitting the punching bag as hard as I can because I'm so mad, or just taking a huge canvas and just pouring paint on it and just like, you know, hand painting, finger painting until, like, it's all out, or playing video games and just killing all the enemies, or, like, beating somebody in first place, or whatever, just doing that instead of spending money I don't have for a very quick thing of happiness. It's really, really, really taught me that I've got to calm down, that I can sell things, and obviously give things away. I donate things because I don't, even though I need the money, I'd rather give it to somebody free. Like these shoes, I'm not going to sell them, I'll just donate them. But, you know, to really be more responsible, and it's like, you're 25, you should be. I understand I should be, but this is something that I have to really work on, because it's been my way of coping for so long. You know, sad, I'll just buy something, I don't freaking care. Can I afford it? I don't know. But I need to be happy, and this makes me happy, so I'll do it. You know, that's how I think about things, and it's not how I need to think about things. I need to take better care of me mentally, I need to take better care of me financially, and I need to have a different outlook on the world. And that's kind of leads into my next point. Like, this whole thing has taught me that, this ties exactly in with what I was saying. This whole thing has taught me that I need to be more focused on the small things and experiences instead of, like, things, like material things. Not that there's anything wrong with material things, because, like, some things make me very happy. I have a whole shelf, I'll show you guys, I have a whole shelf of Disney princesses that I've cosplayed as right here in my room, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy. Like I said, I'm redoing my room, and I'm putting things in here that make me happy. I just put up my Christmas decorations over here. This is the first time that I've had enough room in my room in years to decorate, and I finally got my first Christmas tree to myself. You know, I have one with my parents, but my room's never been clean enough or had enough room in it to have my own Christmas tree, and I do, and I love it. And, like, that makes me very, very happy to walk in my room and see this every day until Christmas, or, like, until New Year, whenever I take it down. Like, that stuff makes me happy, and if it makes me happy, I should do it, but within reason. And when I say that, it's like, I was not raised poor. We were not poor. but we also didn't live above our means, you know what I'm saying? So on a certain level, I do relate to like poor people's struggles, you know, like having not hot dog buns, but just having a piece of bread wrapped around a hot dog, or like always eating ramen noodles, or like potted meat, stuff like that, stuff that like other people are like, what is that? Man, if I didn't look a mess, boy don't I now. Holy frick, I'm gonna sit back here so you don't see it as bad. So we were not poor, and my parents worked very hard to give me and them the life that we had and still have. And now that I'm working, that takes a lot, well, now that I was working, that takes a lot of work off them, but they worked very hard to send me to get a good education, to send me to college, all that kind of stuff, to help me do what I wanted to do. And so, like I said, we were not poor, but at the same time, we were definitely not upper middle class, you know, that's for sure. But growing up, not that I didn't have a lot, because I totally did, but as a kid, I didn't really want much. And then I don't really know when it shifted, but whenever I think it shifted when because I got bullied a lot. I know I'm probably just rambling, but I just want to get all this out. And I hope that it helps somebody and understand what I'm going through. But yeah, I was bullied a lot for how I looked until I switched my senior year. I wasn't ugly in like 10th, 11th, whatever grade, but I guess I just wasn't freaking attractive. I was way too different, you know. People at a Christian school don't think this is cute, so like, you know, that was me. And so, you know, switching schools and starting to get attention from people, good attention from people, was very different. And then, you know, that started my confidence and people thinking I was attractive, which I had not been used to for, I don't know, kindergarten. Well, I hope no one thinks I'm attractive in kindergarten, you know, that's a little weird, but like up until I was honestly a whole adult, you know. So that whole rush of attention, I think that's what triggered it. And it's like, oh, I can get attention. I need to look nice. I want to go on dates. I want to go out. I want to do this. I want to have this and that. And so that's kind of just what started it. I never needed to be responsible with money. And then, you know, I got my first job, and then that was it. I was like, I can buy the world. So it's like, I was a mess when I got my first job. But so this has really taught me that while it is okay to have material things, I am trying so hard to shift my thinking, because I do not want to get caught up in only buying designer stuff. And so now, you know, I just really don't want to get caught up in that. It's like, if I ever need a new purse, there's nothing wrong with going to Target and getting a purse. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't really know why that's my coping style, to just buy things. I think, you know, things just make me happy. But at the end of it, when I sit around and look in my room at all the things I've bought and never used, it doesn't make me happy. It makes me very, very sad. But for the moment, it makes me happy. And I've been thinking a lot about life and my purpose in life. And I'm not trying to I'm 14 and this is deep, but like, there are so many people in this world that need help. And if I have the option of buying a $250 to $300 purse, or giving that to somebody that needs it, why would I not choose the latter? Like, yes, this life is supposed to, you know, be the best it can be, because I only have one. I get all that. But I don't think I was put on this earth to be selfish. I don't think I was put on this earth to only care about myself. And if I don't need a designer purse. I don't. And so if it comes down to that, or wanting to help somebody, I think I should help somebody. And I'm not going to say any names, and I'm not saying that this is bad in any way. But like I said, last year around this time, I was surrounded by someone who was going to be successful. And I was surrounded by, you know, a family that was, I mean, pretty successful. And they were talking about like having other houses, and like if I would have continued to date this person, they were talking about having a house here and a house here and then a main house and like all this stuff. And it's like, for someone like me, I was like, this is a lot of things, this is stuff, this is a lot of money, this is a lot of... But then I've tried to think about it, and if you want to have 500 houses, do it. Like, if that's what you want to do. But I want to make a difference in the world. I really do. I don't know doing what. I have no idea what I'm going to do. But that's, if it's through YouTube, then it is. If it's not, it's not. And I hope that when, like, COVID is all over, that I can go somewhere and volunteer. That I can volunteer at, like, 3 or 4 different places. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I'm going to be a good person and volunteer. No, but I'm saying I don't want to have the mentality of things, because I was actually talking to someone recently that has a lot of stuff, a lot more than anybody, any successful person I've ever ran into. And they were like, I tell my kids all the time, just don't chase the money and don't chase success, because you'll never catch it. And not that you'll never be successful, and not that you'll never have money, but you'll never be happy enough with what you have. And if you have what you want, that still doesn't equate to happiness. And I understand that, you know, I understand that. I'll never make like $250,000. I'll probably never make $100,000, you know, unless I leave Louisville, which, please. But I want to make a difference. I don't want my life to be just about me. I don't want my life to be, how much money can I acquire? How many cars can I have? How many houses can I have? And if that's your prerogative, that's fine. This is not about you. This is about me. And I just want to help people. That's what I want to do. I want to help somebody. I don't know how, I don't know who, I don't know what charity, I don't know where to volunteer. I mean, probably nowhere with COVID going on. Do I want to, you know, interact with kids? Do I want to work at a women's shelter? What do I want to do? I don't know. But I do know that I would rather go out saying that I tried to make this place kinder and better than to go out saying, yeah, I had all the money in the world, and what did I do with it? I didn't help anybody. I didn't try, you know. I had all the time in the world. What did I do with it? Used it all for me. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And I've been thinking so hard about how bad I want to make a difference. I just don't really know what to do yet. But yeah. Yeah, that's been the biggest thing, is trying to shift my mentality from material things to experiences and things that can help people and things that can change the world. And, you know, I've always wanted to help people. I always said, like, I wish I could just, like, win the lottery so I could just give money to, like, whoever needs it, you know, pay for people's stuff. Just help somebody, because this world is so mean and nasty and selfish. So to just be able to make somebody's day would make my whole, like, year, you know. And so it's been a lot. It's been difficult, because I'm the kind of person that likes to think about all these things at like 2 a.m. when, like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, what am I going to do about it at 2 a.m.? I don't know. But that's when my brain is like, hey, you need to do this now. And then I start panicking and I'm like, I can't do this. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh my God, you know? So that's just who I am, who my brain is. And there's been a lot that's happened this year. It started off on January 1st, breaking up with the dude I'd been with for like a year. Fast forward to like April, I was talking to somebody, getting pretty serious. My dog dies. We had to put her down. Lost my job. Put my dog down the very next day. Like a month later, maybe. Not even a month, I don't think. Stopped talking to that very serious dude. Then, you know, I was like, ooh, I'm happy I still have a job. Or I got my job back. Wrong. Got ketchup. Lost my job again. And now, what? You know, now what? And it's just been very up and down and very unsure. And I think the unsurety is what triggered my brain to be like, you could have nothing tomorrow. But I can't lose my memories until, you know, well, I mean, I could, like, if I get, like, something happens, or I just, like, turn 80 tomorrow, I'm sure I could, but if I'm sitting here, I want to be content. I don't want to always have that desire to have more, and I would love to sit here and say, oh, look at all these friends I have, like, we can reach out, we can play games, we can go into the mountains where there's nobody, and we can do this, and, like, that's what I want to start doing. So, even though the virus is more than likely not going to be gone in 2021, because no one knows how to follow rules, when it is over, I hope that that can be my mentality, and that mental peace can be way more of a thing for me to focus on, and that I can actually go to therapy again, find the right therapist, and work with them long term, because there is nothing wrong with therapy. Like, some of my family doesn't even believe in depression and all that, and it's sad that I have to, you know, like, not talk about that part of me around them, but depression is real, and PTSD is real. It's all real. And even if you've never had a very traumatic experience, you can still benefit from therapy. So if there's someone around you or people around you that you know, you're close to that think that stuff is taboo, take care of you, and don't, I know it's hard to do. It's easy for me to say because I have parents that support me going to therapy and stuff, but do it. Do it for you. Even if you don't have depression, even if you're not bipolar, if you don't have PTSD, you don't have anxiety, you don't have this whole list of mental, you know, things, even if you don't have that and you're relatively okay and you get through life okay, you can still go. You can still go because it can still help you. I just want to say that there's no shame. You know, I've never been shamed for going to therapy, but I know people that have, and if you have been, and if you are shamed for going to therapy, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. And in the end of things, there's nothing wrong with you. There's not a guidebook on how to get through life, and there's definitely not a guidebook on how to get through the pandemic, because the Great Depression is really not a good way, not a good example to figure out how to get through things. People were not okay back then, and people are not okay right now. But it's just take care of you in every way possible. And it's really hard during a time like this, I know. But you're worth it. You are worth it. You're worth therapy. And if you need help, hello, listen to me right now. If you need help finding a therapist, finding a psychiatrist, finding a psychologist, finding a counselor, I will help you. Like, I literally have nothing but free time right now. I have the world. I have all the time in the world. If you need help finding time, finding a therapist, finding whatever you need for your mental health, I will help you. If you live in the area that I live in, if you know me and you need somewhere to work out and you need somewhere to get physical activity, you can come with me to the gym. You have to wear your mask the whole time, but I'm allowed to bring somebody. And if you know me personally and you want to come because you think physical activity would help you, you can come with me. Like, just reach out to me. I don't care if I know you or not, but like, if you know me enough to, you know, hello, you can contact me and you're in my area, come with me, because the gym is like one of the only things that has like been my saving grace during this whole time. So I know how important it is. So if you need that, come with me. You know, anything I can do to help somebody not feel like I feel right now, I want to do, you know. And if you followed me, I mean, you know, I've been going, like, this year's just been a lot. You know, I made a whole video about letters to like my exes and like an ex-friend that I used to have. Like, that was hard. And two of those were, you know, pretty recent that I had to deal with. And one of them ended up coming back for a little bit and just causing me more insanity. So it's like, ooh, 2020, please be over with. The only good thing that's come out of this year is catch up. Literally, the freaking dog is the only thing. My son is the only thing that has come out of this year that's been a positive. It's been insane. It's literally been insane. I've gone on a lot of bad dates this year. I'm not dating again until next year sometime. I deleted all my apps the other day for my mental sanity. I can't. Like, I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with people. I need to focus on me. I need to paint my room. I need to take care of me. And, like, sometimes it's hard, you know, it's hard because, like, obviously on Tinder and dating sites or whatever, it's like, oh, attention from all these people, and these people care about me. Wrong, wrong, wrong. They don't, you know. As much as that sucks, if you match with 100 people, 98 of them probably don't care about you. And that's not me being mean, it's just, I feel like nobody is taking care of themselves. So they don't even know how the frick to care for somebody else because they don't even know how to care for themselves. So if you're watching this, please take care of yourself. And if you need advice, I mean, I really hate to give you advice since I just went on this whole rant about how I'm a whole mess. But if you need advice or you're like, hey, you know, I've dealt with depression, I haven't gone to counseling, what was it like for you? If you want to know anything, literally anything, reach out to me. If you just need to vent, reach out to me. You know, I'm being honest. I'm really trying to just create a whole new Kaylin right now. A whole new me and a whole new outlook, a whole new perspective, a whole new everything. Like, this year has taught me to appreciate my friends so much. Like, if it wasn't for Stephanie, my best friend, if it wasn't for Brenna, my other friend, Sean, my other friend, Jessica, my other friend, like, these are my friends. Like, I really hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but these are my friends that I have been hanging out with and talking to and texting and all this stuff. And, like, dude, those people have gotten me through this year. And if I could have people like that in my life, I'm good. You know, as long as, at the end of the day, as long as I have people and I have memories and I have experiences, I'm okay to know that someone's there for you and just, hey, switch up a video game and go look on someone's island in Animal Crossing. Like, it might sound lame, but, like, that's the stuff that should mean a lot to me. And I have to really put that in my head. Not that, oh, my friends are important, I need to know that, because I know that. I tell some of them all the time, like, dude, I don't know where the frick I would be if it wasn't for y'all. So, and that's how I feel. And so if you're watching this, that's how I feel. I love you guys a lot. But it's very easy to feel lonely in this time. Very. It's very easy to feel scared and uncertain. And I get it. And there is no assurity that it's going to be okay. I don't want to be that person that, it's okay, it'll get better. Because there's literally no guarantee that it will get better. It could get much worse. And so, the day you have now, make the best out of it. Please. And if you are feeling so sad and so depressed today, that's okay. It's okay. Don't fake it. Don't pretend like you're okay. It's okay to admit you're not. Surround yourself with the things that makes you happy, even if it's the tiniest thing. Even if it's taking a shower and lighting a candle, cleaning your room. Do something. Just do something. Just don't sit there and let your brain tell you it's worse than it is. Because I know what it's like to be depressed and not want to do anything. Just not want to do anything. Like, I don't want to get out of bed. I'm not getting out of bed. I'm going to sit here all day. I don't even want to shower. Don't. Don't listen. Don't listen. You're happy. You are in there somewhere. Don't listen to those clouds that have gotten around your brain. Get up. Go shower. Go eat. Make something. Clean your room. Light a candle. Spray some air freshener. Have somewhere where you can just be at peace. And where it can be your safe haven. Trust me, you're not going to want to. You're not going to want to. There's no reason, there's no point in getting up. And maybe in your mind there's not, because I know sometimes in my mind there was no point in leaving the bed. Everything is awful. The world is awful. And even when you clean your room, the world might still be awful, but I can tell you, when you get that depression clutter out of the way, you are going to feel a whole lot better. You really are. So walking into a clean room makes my mind feel so much better. But at the time while I was doing it, I did not want to do it. So I know I'm rambling at this point, but I just really want to make sure that you're all taking care of yourself and that you're not alone. I'm going to close the video now. You are not alone. I know there's a lot of people that are upset with me because, you know, I don't want to date them or, you know, they've had a bad interaction with me on like a dating site, and so they come, you know, here to be mad at me. But if even you, literally anyone watching this that has made it this far, you deserve happiness and you deserve the best that life has to offer, whatever that means. That means something different to everybody. You don't deserve to be sad. You don't deserve anything bad to come your way. And you're probably doing your best right now. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you're doing your best. Nobody gave us a guide on how to deal with a pandemic and how to deal with unemployment and how to deal with depression in a pandemic and how to deal with not leaving our house for months and all this stuff. No one told us how to do that. So you're doing the best you can right now, even if it doesn't feel like it, you are. And if you need any help with your mental health or finding someone to help you with your mental health, I'm here. I might not be the best resource, but I am a resource and I will help you. All my power, I will help you. I just want you to be happy. I don't want any of you to feel how I feel. Even though some of you probably do. I'm not the only person on the planet with depression. But I don't want you all to feel this way. So please reach out to me. Please take care of yourself. And hopefully, once I stop crying, and now I can't breathe through my nose, I'll go back to weekly videos, I think, in December, because it's something to do. It gets my mind off things, dry my tears, and yeah, they're kind of fun to edit. Since I'm not going to date anymore, I'm not going to have any plans, so I'll probably be doing that. I want to do a lot more video games, because it's fun to me, and I want to try some new things. Probably some more Resident Evil, maybe some Mario. I haven't decided. Maybe even some Zelda. Oh my gosh, my dad just got the new Zelda, is it Age of Calamity? Yeah, so I might be playing some of that. I don't know. I'm really not the best at that. I don't know what I'm doing. I just run around and kill everybody I see, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate every one of you, even if I don't know you. Even if you don't know me, you just found me through YouTube. But thank you all so much for listening to this. This is the ramblings of a mad woman. But thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourself in every way. Bye. Ooh. That's cute. That's cute. Oh my god. I'm melting. Oh my god. Who would want it? Yeah, hello, this is my dating profile from now on. Holy moly.